just this real quick.
It's the
How's everybody
Missknockout
doing?
show, we on the airwaves. So like, if I, share if I, bless if I, the flow. It's the Missknockout show. Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beats to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed-ified, let the energy fly. Hit that tapify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Missknockout show. Missknockout show. Hot topics, beats and the glow. You rockin' with Missknockout. Let's go. Let's fuck.
hurt. Offset was in the hospital. He's in stable position. Okay, I was watching Amon. Amon was saying that Offset got shot in its assification. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that that Offset got shot in his assification? I didn't hear it until Amon said it. I'll be honest. You know, I didn't really hear it until Amon said it, right? I don't know. Then he's also said Offset came out and said it's not true. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it always reminds me of that movie when the young guy got shot in the assification and they laid him on the table in his stomach and everybody was laughing at him because he had to go to jail and they had to lay him on his stomach because he couldn't sit down. I thought it was his leg. I thought it was his leg too. You know how the internet likes to make up stuff. You know how that goes. Okay, so everybody, welcome into the Knockout Show. Let's grow the room. Let's get the word out. Teresa's in the building. Trisha's over here on the Y. What's up with you? How are you? Okay, so we're gonna start with Lil Tjay, and what I want to start with Lil Tjay is he bailed out of jail. Okay, we're gonna do a couple of recaps, and then by that time the room should be a little full. All right, because we're gonna put, hey, Stargazer, thank you. Hey, Doctor, everybody put hashtagifications in the comments. Put hashtagifications in the comments, okay? Put hashtag it because we got to get the room out because the clock, they don't get the room out. So we got to get the room out on our own, okay? All right, so everybody come on in. All right, so we're going to do a little update, a little backstory update, and then we're going to go to a video of Lil Tjay. He came out and he started talking right away. Now, the incident just happened. And Lil Tjay didn't waste no time to sit down with Akademiks and speak on a lot of things, and he does get to the Offset incident, right? Everybody, join the fan club if you could. I don't know how to set the gift gallery, and I never have time when I get off to look into it to see what the heck I'm doing wrong. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. You know, I'm trying to light stuff up, and it wouldn't light up. You know, it says top 3, get this. I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. All right, so anyway, I got to figure that out another time. All right, so let's get to some updates on the Tjay and Offset drama. As you know, they had an altercation in a casino in Florida. All right, and let's see. Lil Tjay was arrested and allegedly, everything's all alleged in Missknockout's live stream. Everything's all alleged. What's up, David? Hey, how are you? How's everybody coming in? Come on in. David, I'm on the Y now too. So look, so they had an incident for anybody that doesn't know the story before we move forward. All right. Thank you so much, David. Thank you. They had an incident on April 8th, okay? And they had an incident where they met each other in the hotel. I don't know how they got in the same hotel, but they were there, all right? And they got into altercation. And so far, it's blurry as to what happened, okay? Something must have happened to Offset. He claims he got shot, allegedly. He is in the hospital, allegedly. All right, reports are saying he was rushed to the hospital. So something must have happened in the midst of that altercation. All right. So thank you so much, David. Thank you, Zoe. Everybody get your orange heart. And everybody put hashtags in the comments. Hashtags in the comments, y'all. All right. So the incident actually happened Monday, April 6th. Okay, so I stand to be corrected. April 6th at 7:22 at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, California, in the Valet area. Police affidavits and security footage paint a clear picture. Tjay, whose real name is Tion Jaden Merritt, rolls up, hops out of his vehicle, and points out Offset. Okay, so he rolled up in the vehicle and then he pointed out Offset. He pointed him out, right? All right, so now we got a clear picture. So he wasn't actually in the hotel with Offset. He pulled up to the hotel and he pointed him out. So he hops out his vehicle, he points Offset out, and Offset's name is Kiari Kendrill Cephas. And he directs his crew to start the fight with Offset's group. Okay, so now we know, we're learning a little bit more that they weren't by themselves. All right? Everybody keep tappifying, and let's keep building the room. We're talking about Lil Tjay and Offset first. We're giving a backstory with minor updates incorporated in the backstory. All right? So y'all are getting it on. All right? So he points Offset out, Lil Tjay, and then he directs his crew to fight with Offset's group. So Offset was a group, because we didn't see the group in the video that they showed, and TJ was with a group. The brawl erupts. One of TJ's associates allegedly pulls a gun, Pyum Pyum, and Pyum Pyum's Offset during the chaos. Okay, so now let's take that sentence again. One of TJ's associates allegedly pulls a Pyum Pyum on Offset during the chaos. So now we know. Thank you so much. Who dropped that? Hey, K-Mac. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, everybody coming in. I'm not ignoring you. We're into the story, and we're giving the updates, first of all, on the TJ Offset. All right? We're learning more details. So everybody pull your chair up, sit your booty down, grab you a snack, and get into it. Okay. Everybody come on in. Hey, Deshaun. Hey, Spooky. Okay, we on the Y too. We on all platforms. We on the Y. We on the Twitter to the XE. We on the face to the Booksies. We even on the link to the den, I think. I think we on the link to the den. Are we? Yeah, we on the link to the den. Yep, we on the link to the den too. And we on the XEs. We on the link to the den. Oh, no, that might be Twitchy Itchy. We're not on the link to the den today because I had to switch the time. All right. So we on all platforms. So spread the love, y'all. All right. And if you go on over to Y to the Tubesy after this, you can watch this in the replay and make sure you give it a thumbs up. All right. So now we know that TJ wasn't by himself. Offset wasn't by himself. And now we also know, thus is why TJ is out of jail, because allegedly one of his associates, Pyum Pyum Offset, not exactly him. Was anybody else boggled as to why TJ got out of jail after they said he Pyum Pyum Offset? Put something in the comments if you your thoughts in the comments, right? Because I was wondering that too. I was like, why is TJ out? Right? Because that's all the information that come out. All the information is coming out when? Now. Right here on the Missknockout show. Yes, it is. All right, everybody pull your chair up, get your snacks, and pull your chair up because, boy, we got some updates. We got some drama. We got the Pooh Shiesty updates. That's got a twist and a turn. We got the war updates. The man that starts with a T is starting the war, ended the war, starting the war, ended it, starting it. He might as well start twerking. Come on, son. We confused. But we got an action-packed day. So pull your booty up. Make sure you shareify, repost. Everybody, make sure you repost it in your story. Repost it on your page, okay? And put some hashtags in the comments and blessify Missknockout so she won't be brokified, because I'm over here working hard for you. Working hard. I'm working harder than those people that sit there and power beg all day. All right? So drop it like it's hot on Missknockout, just like you do the power begs. So now let's get back to the hot topics. Everybody, you're just in time. So pull your booty up and open up your ears, because it's going down in the USA today. All right? Everybody do what you do. Just build the page up. Let's get it out there. So, what have we learned so far? We learned that Offset wasn't alone. He was with people. And Lil Tjay was not alone. He was with people. Lil Tjay was not in the casino. Lil Tjay pulled up to the casino. That means he wasn't there. He just happened to pull up and seen him, and he pointed him out and instructed, and everything's all alleged in Missknockout's live. Thank you for the orange heart. He instructed his crew to fightify him, and in the midst of that, one of his associates, Offset. Thus is why Lil Tjay is out of jailification. Because I said to myself in the beginning, I don't know if y'all said this, but I said to myself, why would this guy with this fabulous career at 21 pull out a himself and a big alleged star like Offset? Why would he do that? And that would all make sense because he didn't do it at all. His associate did it. He got them people that do those things for him. All right? So his associate, 9 times out of 10, is probably going to get charged. And we'll wait to see who that associate is. All right? Everybody continue. Let's keep pushing the page out. I want everybody to repost this. Put it in your story. Share it with 10 to 15 people. Put hashtags. And drop something hot like it's hot. And bless Missknockout. Just like you bless the power beggars on the Y to the Tuesday. If you're coming on in, get this video a thumbs up. All right. I see you, Trish. I see you, Teresa. So let's continue. So the brawl erupts. All right. One of TJ's associates allegedly pulls a out and Pum's Offset during the chaos. Offset takes on non-life-threatening injuries. An initial report said that new footage shows facial bruising, swelling from the fist too, and he got rushed to Memorial Regional Hospital and is stable and recovering. Now, I don't know how they've seen all these bumps and these bruises and these hoppity hoops. How did you see that? Did you use the zoom lens? I don't know. But they said he got some bruising and swelling from the fist too. And, I guess they examine you when they get there, right? Everybody come on in. I see everybody. I'm not ignoring y'all. We just into hot topics. Everybody come on in. If you want to say hi to me, drop a comment in there. I say hi to y'all. Stop everything. I stop everything to say hi to my people that support and come and support me and my community. In our community. All right. So Lil Tjay gets arrested on the spot for disorderly conduct affray. And that's a misdemeanor fight charge. So that means, what have we learned so far? That Lil Tjay didn't have to pum. Thus is out. This is why he's out and talking. And we're going to watch the video in a minute of him giving an extensive video to Akademiks. As I sat there boggled, wondering, why is Lil Tjay out? Lil Tjay Pum Offset. Well, he didn't Pum Offset at all. His associate did. And we'll probably learn who this associate is. Associate, you took the downfall for Lil Tjay? Wow, how noble of you. I hope you don't get that much timification. But here's the other thing. Will Offset cooperate? Will Offset cooperate? Who thinks Offset will cooperate? Put a yes or no in the comments. If you think Offset will cooperate, say yes. If you don't think so, say no. I don't know. He might go by the codes of the streets, even though he's not in the streets. Hey, thank you, Zoe. He's supposed to be doing music. He's supposed to be doing music. Offset, you was the Beyonce of the Migos. You was with one of the biggest stars on the planet, Cardi B, when she held you down. And all you had to do was keep your beefcake where? on the shelf only for her. And you just couldn't do that, allegedly. I don't know. I just heard about it. I'm not on the tip of your beefcake, but I heard about it. And now we're here with you fightifying little TJ, a 23-year-old. Keep your mouth shut. Keep my mouth shut? Why should I keep my mouth shut, Kim Bush? Oh, you talking about him keep his mouth shut. Oh, you talking about them keep their mouth shut. Keep their mouth shut. Not you, okay. All I see was keep your mouth shut. Because I am talking. I'm talking. That's why everybody come here and enjoy Missknockout show. Because she do talk. Now, Offset. So now we're here, right? You in the hospital, you're fighting little TJ. We're going to watch the video of the interview with Lil Tjay. Well, Lil Tjay says that he just wants to enjoy his life. We're going to listen to it over here because every time I play the video over here, it lags because I need a new computer. You know, I'm thinking about just starting me a go to the fund me to get equipment that I need. Right? I should start a GoFundMe to get the equipment that I need. And to promote my music, because it's hard being an independent artist. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? You got to do everything yourself, and then you still got to pay your bills. But let's get back to the story at hand. So we're going to listen to the video on the Y to the Tubesy and the other places, but on the clock, we're going to see the video. All right? So now, let's see. Where were we? Everybody come on in. Everybody tapify. Everybody shareify. If you're over on the Y to the Tubesy, let's give the video a thumbs up. All right? So little TJ gets arrested on the spot for disorderly conduct affray, and that's a misdemeanor fight charge. A separate traffic violation, because, you know, once they get you, they start checking all angles, right? Don't they? Those cops. Y'all watch the doggone cam videos on YouTube. Who likes those cam videos on YouTube? All right, you like my hair? Thank you, DJ Jones. Who watched those cam videos on YouTube? Don't you like to watch those traffic stops? And the traffic stops always ends the same. Because they just can't do what Kim Bush said, and that's shut the heck up. If you just shut the heck up, you wouldn't be getting detained and arrested. But no, they can't shut up. No. And then boom, they got the handcuffs on them every time. Isn't it annoying? Right? That's one of the reasons why I don't drive a car, because when you have a car, they have more likely probability to stop you and search you and make up something. And then boom, you're in the MDC with Maduro and Tekashi 6ix9ine. Oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine is out. So let's get back to the story. Everybody coming on in. We are doing a TJ Offset altercation, aka Pum Pumin update. So everybody come on in and tap that screen and beat it like a drum. And come on in and let's get it popping this Tuesday. Let's get it going. Let's get the adrenaline going, because there's a lot going on. And we got to know what's going on. But right now we're talking about little TJ and Offset. So little TJ was arrested on the spot for disorderly conduct and a misdemeanor fight charge and a separate traffic violation, operating without a valid license. You don't have a license, little TJ? Then you should get somebody else to drive for you, little TJ. Why don't you get somebody else to drive for you? All those little goons you got around. You got the goons going to fight Offset. Get one of them little goons to get their license and drive you around, little TJ. You don't need to be driving with no license. What's wrong with you? Come here and let Auntie give you a pop. All right. A second person is detained, but not charged. Investigation is still ongoing. No one has been charged with the actual Pumin yet. And why is that? Because the associate allegedly did the Pumin, and they're probably still asking questions. And if they even got him, I think they might have detained him. I don't know. So little TJ's lawyer Dawn Florio, dropped a statement right on her IG. She says, false rumors. Lil Tjay has not been Pum. So remember, at first they said Lil Tjay got Pum. Right? Yeah, who remembers that? Who remembers first they said, see, the internet, that's why you gotta wait. When you get these stories in the internet, y'all, okay, let Missknockout put you up on game. You gotta be patient and you gotta wait. You can't jump right into your thoughts. Because look how they said Lil Tjay got Pum, and then it come to find out, Lil Tjay didn't get Pum. Because I was watching that video, with that one video that they got with Offset's on the ground and Lil Tjay is lunging at him, and I'm like, if Lil Tjay got Pum, he's moving awfully well for a person who got Pum. He was like, I order. He was moving, right, Lil Tjay? And I was like, how's Lil Tjay moving? Now, if I got Pum, I'm not going to be doing all of that. Thank you, Ramona. Everybody get your orange heart. We got 57 people in the room. The room shouldn't be this quiet. Everybody blessify Missknockout so she won't be brokified. Just like everybody do the power beggars. Okay? Who'll be on here. Give me a uni. Just like that. So I could continue coming here and bring you these hot topics and all this fun, this bag of fun. So that's why Lil Tjay was able to move like that, because Lil Tjay didn't get Pum, his associate, Pum Offset. So in conclusion, I'm going to say that Offset allegedly was the only one who got Pum. Right? So Lil Tjay's lawyer, Dawn Florio, dropped a statement and she said, false rumors. Lil Tjay has not been shot, nor has he been charged with any shooting. Any reporting to the contrary is false. She says his arrest was only tied to the fightification that came before the Pum. All right? Thank you so much. Kim. Thank you for the heart me. So now she didn't deny that it was a Pum. So allegedly there was a Pum, but she's saying Lil Tjay did not do it. And that's why we're going to be watching Lil Tjay in a little while do an interview with Akademiks. Because he's not Pum, nor did he shot the Pum. So Lil Tjay just got charged with a little fight and a little altercation and a little not having a driver's license of sorts. And he's been sent along his way. And his associate is going to have to deal with the brunt of the bruntiness. And Offset is going to have to deal with the Pum. All right? Now, what is Lil Tjay doing right now? Okay, so Lil Tjay tapped out on Bond late Monday night, early Tuesday morning, and went straight viral walking out of Broward County jailification. Okay, so now I think I can find Lil Tjay leaving jail. Let's see if we can find it. Everybody come on in. Everybody put some hashtagifications in the comments. Welcome to the Missknockout show. We're trying to see if we can find, okay, so we're going to listen to it on this side because the video's lagging because I need a new computer, y'all. So when I play the video on the wide to the tubesy side, it lags. Okay, so let's see. Lil Tjay leaving jail. Okay, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Okay, so Lil Tjay bonded out. All right. Okay, here's 3 minutes of him. So they only got a little 3 minutes of him talking, but we're going to watch the little 3 minutes of him talking. Okay. We're going to watch the little 3 minutes of we'll take what we could get. You know. Okay, we need to take. Okay, hold on. All right. So let's see. So Lil Tjay bonded out of jail. We're gonna take a look at what he's saying as he's coming out. Because that was another thing. I was like, why is he talking so quickly? Because you just got out of the slammer and then you went straight to Akademiks. So I was like, well, why is he talking so quickly? Well, he's talking so quickly because he got slapped with minor charges and he didn't get shotified, nor did he do the shootification. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we're gonna go to it. All right, hold on. We're gonna pause the video over here. Hold on. All right, so we're gonna find a nice little still, and we're gonna pause it on this side. So they got a little footage of Lil Tjay coming out of jail. All right. And okay, so hold on, y'all. All right, so let's share the screen on this time. We're just gonna share a picture on this side. We're just gonna share a picture. Everybody, thank you for the heart. Thank you. Who was that? Welcome in, everybody. Everybody continue tapifying, continue sharifying, continue likeifying, and let's push the room out. We're talking about Lil Tjay. All right, so hold on. Hold on, y'all. All right, hold on. So let me share the screen, and then we're going to get it popping. All right, good. All right, so let me make this wide. All right, so let's go to this audio of him, a little report on him. Then they're going to show him getting out of jail. I'm just going to play the whole thing because, we don't want to miss it. So let's take a look.
Battery 80%. Connect.
Hold on, y'all.
Battery 80%.
All right, everybody come on in. Everybody continue tapping. If you're just joining us, we're doing,
Connect.
Oh, man. Come on,
Battery
man.
80%.
We're doing an update
Connected
on Lil
to
Tjay, Offset.
Okay. And HY30.
So let's get in it. Okay, let's listen.
The entourage to attack rapper Offset outside Hard Rock Casino.
MICHELLEVRACUY. Disconnected.
A hospital. CBS News 9's Larry Seward is your reporter live in Hollywood where Offset is being treated. Larry, he is
HY300.
Sorry about that.
And MICHELLEVRACUY.
That it is crazy to think that he shot Offset, who at last check is still here being treated nearly 24 hours after gunfire, someone opening fire outside the Hard Rock Casino in front of the surveillance cameras. In Hard Rock Casino's driveway near the valet stand. We're in the casino in Hard Rock. Cell phone video shows a man on the ground as police struggle restraining another man in handcuffs. He's still going, he's still mad. Investigators say the man down is Kiari Cephas, a rapper known as Offset, a former member of the group Migos and rapper Cardi B's ex-husband. Seminole Tribe police blame this man for the attack. Then Lil Tjay allegedly ordered men in his own entourage to attack Offset. Say one of those men pulled a gun, then squeezed its trigger. TMZ photos show Offset on a stretcher wounded. Paramedics took him to a hospital with non-life-threatening wounds, but the shooter is not in custody. Tuesday morning on social media, Lil Tjay's lawyer posted a statement addressing what she calls false rumors that Lil Tjay was involved in a shooting. She explained that Lil Tjay was not shot nor charged with shooting Offset. After bonding out of Broward County's jail, Lil Tjay spoke with CBS News Miami.
Did you shoot Offset?
Did I shoot? Crazy.
They're saying you were disorderly. Outside the casino, there's a fight near the valet.
Offset, he was nothing to me like that. It's like,
Does somebody owe you money?
ask Offset.
He owe you money?
Ask Offset.
You got issues with Offset.
I don't know. What happened?
He's in the hospital right now, but he's
The
okay.
last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. You shot me. You shot me. La la la. The rat, the cat, the weirdos. Got in a good You want walking on my car? Like,
What started the fight?
I don't know. You know,
Offset's shooting comes less than 2 years after his brother and fellow Migos rapper Takeoff died in a shooting in downtown Houston. While Takeoff's accused killer prepared.
Now let's look at what he said, right? Now, evidently, he doesn't want to admit to anything, right? He doesn't want to admit to anything because it's an open case, right? So he doesn't want to admit to anything, but he said only thing he know that he was pointing to him saying that he pumed him. Like, in other words, he trying to set me up, right? Even though, you know, he probably know it was the associate that pumed him. He pointed out Lil Tjay because he want to get back at Lil Tjay, right? So Lil Tjay can't really but say so much, right? But let's see what he says in this interview right here. So let's go to the interview. All right, let's hold on. Let's go to this interview. And let's see what he says in this interview right here. All right, hold on. Hold on, everybody. Let's go back and let's get to you. All right, so Lil Tjay sits down. He has a 2-hour interview with Akademiks. We are going to watch the thing in entirety. And the reason why we want to watch it in its entirety is because, you know, he's going to give, you know, we need a little bit of a backstory. And then we needed you to bring us up to speed because, you know, we haven't really been seeing what Lil Tjay has been doing. Like, you know, he hasn't been making too much music in the forefront, even though he's still doing music. Backstory of, you know, what's going on with him. All right. So now let's get this up and let's get this started. Everybody lock in, continue sharing the room, and let's listen to little Mr. Tjay. Hold on, yo.
Why are you acting like
Of course,
you've never done anything bad?
Everybody share.
Got a pile of clothes you never wear anymore? Turn them into
Grand
cash with vintage.
Rising, pretty.
Snap a photo, list your item. Easy.
Who we got in there?
Once it's sells, the buyer covers shipping.
Shauna,
And with
Lizzie,
zero seller fees, you
Stargazer,
keep every dollar you earn.
Kim,
Less clutter in
Special,
your home,
Candace,
more money
Doctor,
in your pocket. With
Spooky,
millions of users and low cost for your
Bonnie,
buyers, it's easy to start
Rap
selling and earning.
Divas,
Start
Clips,
selling on vintage
Shalea,
today.
Kayla, Ambi, Risa, K-Mac.
My 401k
Pretty eyes.
and old jobs were scattered.
All right, we get ready to listen to the
yours
video.
if
We
you've
wait for the
ever changed
commercials to
jobs.
go.
But with Pension B, all my
Ramona,
retirement
Linda, the
accounts earned
Tiffany,
one
Kayla,
award-winning app.
Spicy, Vodka,
I can see
Cynthia,
exactly how my
Tana,
accounts performing
Tracy,
with live progress.
381.
Use the
All right,
retirement.
let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
necessarily. I feel like I
Heather.
just had a serious project.
We
'Cause I haven't really dropped a lot since
Brenda.
that happened.
Silver.
Realized I dropped a project. I
Bella.
dropped
Terrence.
a project called Farewell,
Kawhi.
which I don't know if it came of course as that, but it was Farewell to Columbia, and it was just like some projects.
Oh, that's what it
leaks. Yeah, it was Farewell to Columbia. It was my last project before
Okay, so let's start at the beginning, y'all. We gotta start at the beginning. All right, everybody keep tapifying. I want everybody hashtag Little Tjay, hashtag Offset. All right, hashtags to draw people in. And we get ready to listen to this. Okay, here we go.
Harry, we said the worst thing you've
On
ever
the
done.
Y, give us the thumbs up.
What the?
Another commercial.
Say goodbye to reading glasses, sunglasses, and driving glasses. You can now toss them all away.
All right.
This is the last
Everybody
pair of
come on
glasses
in. We're
you'll
doing
ever
a
need in
little-
your life. These
Little
automatic
TJ interview straight out of the dog one. Straight out of jail.
You paranoid, man. Listen, man, you can hotbox in there. I don't even smoke. I catch a second hand. That sound like that smell like some good shit. Oh yeah, don't we have like some ashtray? Give my man some. I appreciate it.
Right? 1, 2. Nigga Jerry in the cut. You fuck with the drip? You be on the drip or nah?
I fuck with your drip, nigga.
No, I'm not talking about my drip. I'm talking about him. It's like it's my nigga Jerry. He be on the drip crazy and shit.
Oh,
He said, "Oh."
I don't know about.
You don't care about drip.
I don't care about that shit, bro. Anyway, all right, good. TJ here, we're getting him relaxed. My boy can smoke comfortably. Yeah, you can inhale, man. Like, you know what I mean? You don't got to do the, like, yo, you about to. Yo, how you been, though?
I've been cooling, man. I've been cooling. I've been in my own lane, just cooking up, enjoying life.
I've been wondering about your headspace. You know, when you came in, I said to you, I said, yo, you've been on like a Pac run. And what I mean by that is that, man, I feel like a lot of people have made you the villain. But like Pac was like the villain that we also loved. And I think with you, I feel like the internet, I won't say necessarily rap fans and not your fans, but they've made it where they try to just flip everything on you.
Yeah, I'm a negative villain.
Yeah, like they try to just kind of make you the guy that, you know, they could throw darts at. How's that been? Because, you know, I remember the first thing, and I want to go back a little bit back in time. I think the first time, I'm trying to remember the first time I ever heard like something, because people used to love you. What do you think happened?
I mean, honestly, I think I was waiting for like, not waiting. I was kind of like somewhat prepared or expecting a one day a controversial moment or something like that. I think I'm a person that like, I'm really just myself. So a lot of the times, like I see like let's say me and you are talking and I see like your view on something.
Yeah.
And then probably like a week later, I see you on the internet saying a different thing.
Yeah.
I'll be like, damn, why they do that? You feel me? Like I was always I was always a person that I just really be like true to myself. You know, so sometimes like I might not just all the way
come on in, y'all. I see you.
Run with a positive vote. You feel me? Or what's it called? Like a popular vote.
Yeah, it felt like, and I don't know, it's so I'll use another artist as an example. So I remember very early on when everybody loved PNB Rock. And it was one video in particular. It was a video of him being in the
this Lil Tjay, y'all,
in a hotel.
To jail.
And like that one video, everybody looked at him like, nah, this nigga's an asshole. He's a dickhead. And obviously that was probably like in a moment he's probably heated this and third, but after that, there was nothing he could do that people were like, yo, he's not being what you think he is. Yeah. And it felt like it was like this, I don't want to call it hatred because I hate that word, but it felt like everything that came out just kept pushing the narrative that he's that person all the time. And it's hard to reverse that. And with you, like, I felt like this is how I thought you were perceived. You a nigga, you do your thing, you stand on business, you get bitches. Like, you the fly smooth nigga. All of a sudden, it turns to like people like, maybe this nigga's an asshole type shit. Where do you feel it went? Like it started going a little bit left. Or maybe it's arrogance. That's the thing with New York City artists. It's arrogance, man.
You said that's
I ain't gonna lie. I just got caught up.
You heard what Akademiks said?
I just got caught up in a fun.
Akademiks gonna say that it's New York City artists get not all New York City artists get arrogance. I can name a lot of artists that got arrogance that's not from New York. So it's not a New York thing, Mr. Akademiks. It's a personality trait. Right? Do you agree or disagree?
You feel me? I just got caught up in a funny day. BTS, a lot of shit going on. I don't know. I really ain't even tripping off that shit. You feel me? If like anybody ain't fucking with me, I just, you feel me? I just say, hey, I'm coolin'.
What do you see? What do you think when fans are commenting about you? And you see,
you know what it is? I feel like
if they're commenting about somebody else.
I feel like I had a point in time where I used to look at it and be like, damn, niggas on my dick. Yo, this, because it was kind of like new to me. I'm just like, damn, why everybody bombing me, going crazy, or you feel me, picking a side and whatever they felt was going on. I mean, it was like, and it was like a point where like, not like necessarily bothering me, but it was a point where I felt like I should respond. Like I should get something off my chest. Like, what? I feel like this, or this is how I should respond. Then it's to a point where it's just like, bro, like, I feel me, I kind of like peeped the algorithm on that shit, and I ain't even tripping on that shit, broski. I just had to sit back and just, you know, get my mind right, you feel me? and just worry about what matters in my life. You feel me?
Does the internet stuff bother you? I always tell people, I said, listen, the first couple of years when, you know, I'm a polarized figure too.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like, you know, I kind of had a thick skin, but it'd be that one comment or like you see the right person say it and you're like, yo, I know this nigga now.
I don't know. I don't see Lil Tjay popping out that much though. I mean, he pop out when it's necessary for me. You know, it's artists that pop out every second. Every time somebody says something, they're like, what? But he pops out. I feel like he pops out when it's necessary.
Talking.
You know, pop
and then
out like
after a while, I kind of became numb.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Sometimes, just because I be feeling like a regular person, sometimes I be feeling like I got like a voice. Like I want to have a voice that just doesn't really matter. You know, it's like sometimes it's beneath me.
Oh, you gotta make a KD burner.
Sometimes, but sometimes
you need a KD burner account.
You know how like a nigga kind of ask you, be like, yo, this. I mean, you got a little response for them.
Yeah.
Be like, yo. I ain't gonna lie. All that shit, I feel like that shit is just like, I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, though, at least like current day, I feel like all that shit.
Can you search my song? I promise it's not bad.
Like I don't even
all right,
be like really seeing that shit.
Right now, I'm doing my show right now, though.
I feel like it's slowing down.
How you doing? I can't do it right now, but I will check it out. Put it in the comments, and I could check it out, you know, a little later. But I'm doing a show right now. All right. So thanks.
And then a lot of shit be corny, you feel me? Like a lot of shit be corny. There's certain shit that I pay exactly no mind to, you feel me? And then majority of the time when people say shit, I don't be feeling like I don't be feeling like damn, like I don't know how to explain it. I don't be feeling like wrong. Like I don't be feeling like mad at myself. Like, oh, you would do bad. You feel me? I be just like tripping.
And I mean, such is the case with like most things, like, especially if you feel you approach everything on some honest shit, right? And then when you see like, you know, the internet is this interesting place where you got to like navigate through, especially as a rapper.
Yeah.
Where you got to kind of like.
In other words, you got to have a tough skin. Like you a rapper, you put yourself out there, you got hit records. People gonna come at you. People gonna say stuff, and they're gonna say the most horrible stuff because they're miserable. So they're gonna say the most horrible stuff towards you to make you feel bad because you're having a beautiful life. You flying here, you flying there, you're doing shows, people are screaming for you. And there's somebody sitting home somewhere on their couch that don't like that, and they're going to type the most horrible thing, and it's your job, for me, is to not give a F.
Understand their culture. And even though, like, say, you with your homies, maybe like right is right, wrong is wrong, or you might be like, all right, this is how you would deal with something like A, B, C, and D. Online, it's like a different code.
All right, let me get my words more like for me. All right, the reason why I named this album "They Just Ain't True" is just because I feel like that's like kind of like doubling down what you said. Like for me, "They Just Ain't True." If you don't know, it stands for TJ. You feel me?
Wait a minute, do we got an album coming out, y'all? So why does all this drama happens and then it just so happens that the album's coming out? Why do all this drama happen and they go, oh, by the way, I got an album coming out? Come on,
me sure that's the name of the album, and you can see a picture of myself in the eye, and it's like just like kind of like reflecting on myself, and then like the project is just talking about like a lot of the ways I see things in the world. You feel me? And like I realized though, like if you hang around everybody around me, everybody around me probably got like a dramatic story you probably never even heard of and shit like that. And it's just because those are the people that like I feel comfortable with, that I keep closest to me. You know what I'm saying? And we've been through some shit that's like, you feel me? That's like not regular, you feel me? So when I look and I kind of like, I walk in a room and I feel like I might feel like I'm disrespected or some shit. Like I understand why somebody else might not take it the same way. You feel me? Like, you know?
Yeah, no, and listen,
I understand. Like I understand, like you feel me, but you feel me? I just understand why, like I might look at something in the moment a little different. You feel me?
But I think some stuff is also like I remember I'd reach out to you with one thing, and it was just kind of let you know, like, listen, there's streamers, and that's how they think of stuff, and. Listen, me being in like music and knowing everything that's going on, I know why certain shit would bring out certain responses. The last time me and you did any piece of content. I think we did like I think it was a show I did with Complex on the Sticks. It was like we were playing video games and shit like that. And subsequently after that, which is, you know, I still feel like
come on in, I see you. How's everybody
people just
doing?
like forgot. Well, not forgot.
They get the shot for the
you
lights.
can't forget, but like people don't realize how probably traumatic it was. Like you get shot. Like I was even just talking about, not to switch it up, like Trump, and I was just like, this nigga bugging out right now. But it's like, yo, you know that somebody was trying to shoot that nigga in the head like a couple months ago. Nobody's talking about that. Like that's no big deal. Like he was probably this close to dying. You know. How did it change you mentally?
Thank you, man, Mama.
Yo, nah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit definitely.
Thank you for the heart.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. I want to say, which is true, like shit just happened. Feel me? So that's like the real answer. But it's like I wasn't expecting no shit like that. You feel me? Some shit just happened randomly. I looked at it like I can't get touched. Like I'm outside, I'm lit. You feel me? So when that shit happened, it fake slowed me up. I was like, oh damn. You feel me? Like. Had to regroup and just, you know, find my new life, you feel me? Figure out, you feel me? You know, where I went wrong and how I move forward, you feel me? And so I did look at like a lot of shit different, you feel me, moving forward. And I probably did have a little bit of a different aura coming off of that shit too. But nah, I ain't gonna lie, what you said is real shit, cause the fact that niggas that say they was a fan, look at that and judge a nigga and be like, nah, TJ different, and feel like they just dislike it. I mean, it's on you. I mean, I'm here.
Yeah, I remember the first video you dropped.
He seemed like he's so laid back and calm. Like he seemed like he's a person that is chill, but he just keep getting caught up in stuff.
After that situation, I feel like it was surreal. Shit, I remember when you showed the first time you went on stage and you like took your shirt off. So that was true. I felt I was like watching 50 after, like, you know what I mean, his situation happened way back. But when I looked at that, I was just like, I'm like, I don't even know how this nigga probably think, because we've seen, you know, we live in a very violent culture, and rap, we've seen rappers go through a lot. We've seen rappers get shot less times and died. And I'm like, I'm wondering if in his mind he's like, man, I probably shouldn't even be here, but I am. Like, how do you process surviving something like that when we've seen in
the whole time I felt like I was going to survive.
Really?
Yeah, the whole time I felt like I was going to survive. I was pretty confident. You feel me?
Oh.
I'm a confident person. Like, even like if you like say, that's why like cause like I was kind of like, like when you told me, you asked me about when people be commenting and shit. Like when I say, like when you say, "Do we get me mad?" I don't really get me mad. I just kind of like, I just want to talk shit back. So for me, it might look like, oh, he's pissed off, and now I'm just talking shit back. I'm a confident person. I feel like I genuinely probably survived that situation because I like didn't panic. Like I kind of like believed in myself in a certain way, believed that God got me, you know, and like I don't know.
At least he got his hand.
I felt like I was gonna be so good.
Thank you so much to show him.
The hospital video, it looked like maybe if you did survive, you wasn't gonna be the same. Nigga, you walk around, you chilling, you look like you look healthier than ever.
God is good. God is great.
Did that get you a little bit more spiritual in terms of like, you clearly got to realize you're here for a reason. That's probably some divine intervention and protection right there, because, you know, one of those bullets going somewhere else, you never know, right? I get that you don't really like stress it that much, but have you had, sometimes it takes incidents like that for people to be like, man, somebody's watching over me.
It definitely, it still is a moment like that. I feel like that every day, you know.
Thank you for the hashtag.
I pray every day. I pray before, like, you feel me?
You said you pray every day.
So I definitely feel like that. I feel like I slightly always felt like that, but it's just like, you know, I doubled down on, you know, how I talk to God ever since then.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, after that whole thing happened, obviously recovery was probably grueling, right? It took a while, but
I think it was kind of.
Yeah, well, you definitely bounced back fast. But yeah, one thing I gotta say about it, I guess that's what I'm trying to give a little bit of credit, where it don't feel like you walked around like, yo, I'm a victim. It felt like you quickly were just like, you know, and I think a lot of people would kind of use that to be like, hey, listen, look what I've been through. I survived. Like, root for me. A lot of people use situations like that to kind of, where people might be like, oh man, that's actually proof that God is real. That's proof that, like, what I mean? He is.
You know what it is? It's because, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I come from a fucked up environment. I always looked at it like, the brand is like kind of like school kid gangster, because that's what it is with me. Like, I feel like I have like another side that I have to like, of reality that I had to always live with, you feel me? But who I want to be is just, a happy person, a smooth nigga, just chill, feel me, do what it do, you feel me? So that's how my music is, and you feel me? The other side is just some shit we don't really even want to be into, you feel me? So like once that shit was over with, I'm just like, oh, I am blessed, you feel me? My two feet is good, I'm moving, I'm healthy.
Everybody come on in.
I won't even try and play the victim, because that's not some shit we do on the other side for me. So it's like mid ground. That's why the album is They Just Ain't You.
How do you, but that's a wake-up call still, though. How do you move different? How do you kind of be a little bit more cautious? How do you make sure shit like that don't happen, right? Because, obviously, like, even the details of it look like you was just chilling, right? Like, you were chilling some, whatever happened, but I'm pretty sure you probably replayed it in your head to be like, I was kind of like not really on my P's that day. I was probably lacking a little bit, or I could have done this different.
Yeah, sometimes in life, if something's meant for you, it's just gonna happen. But that day I definitely could have been a little sharper. But besides that, I'm just living, bro. Like, I had a moment probably like when it first happened, and I'm just like, oh damn, like everything like PTSD, you feel me? Right now I'm just living, bro. I ain't really tripping over no shit like that, you feel me? I don't know how to explain it, but okay.
So again, you're right. Quickly after, way quicker than I would think anyone would, you got right back to the music, right? Dropped the music, basically music video in the hospital room, kind of getting back into the scene, right? Because there was like that down period, obviously.
So remember, he had that real bad incident last time where he wound up in the hospital with really serious stuff going on, right? Remember, that's before.
Just about like not only what your music was at that point for you, but even how the whole situation like maybe changed your music.
I say at the time, I probably made a little bit more fun music. I wasn't that probably like as serious. Everybody. So I kind of like, well, not necessarily. I feel like I just had a serious project, because I haven't really dropped a lot since that happened. If you realize, I dropped a project. I dropped a project called Farewell, which I don't know if it came, of course, as that, but it was Farewell to Columbia, and it was just like some projects.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was Farewell to Columbia. It was my last project before I go my own way real quick. You feel me?
Wait, who are you signed to now?
Trench Kid.
Oh, you're independent?
Yeah, we outside.
Okay, so now I'm feeling, because what I was eventually going to get to ask was,
thank you so much, Deshaun.
I felt like you were trying to also readjust to the landscape of things, but it would make sense if you were about to get off a label and also about to.
Everybody that's just coming in, we're listening to a Lil Tjay interview fresh out of the slammer. Fresh out.
Into the independent wave.
I was getting off a label and getting into the independent wave, and plus I got a lot of other shit going on.
Everybody's going independent,
I mean, it was a lot of, you feel me?
Well, a lot of shit going on. So wait, why leave a label? Why be independent?
Why? Because I kind of like, I was looking at their back end, and I was looking at like, I got bread, and I'm like, yo, yeah, I got way more bread for me. I mean, I want some of that shit real quick or a shot. You feel me?
That's smart. Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
And I was just in a position where I could just do whatever I wanted to do. You feel me? It was good. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what? I could go and try it out real quick, a chance at being my own boss and see how it work out. I understand that at a label, you got a lot more protection. You got a lot more access to different resources. You feel me? You got a lot more reach and shit like that. But,
I'm pretty sure they was going to offer you the check, right?
Yeah, of course, but you know, they can't offer you what you could. What they can only offer you so much. You feel me? You don't know what could happen next.
I like that you say that. I'm realizing that a lot more in the music industry. People are wising enough to that to say, all right, they got $4 or $5 million or maybe $6 million for you. That's because they know you're going to make that. Probably times 3, times 4. And you just got to have some patience, be down to put in the work, surround yourself with great people that's going to, make the things align. But it's so easy when they say, here's the millions. All you got to do, you're on autopilot, just sign it. So, but I'm watching more people kind of walk away from it. And part of me is thinking, I actually have a theory on it. I want to hear your two things. I think COVID fucked up how just even artists look at even their label. The relationship is straight direct with the fans. So it's like, you're probably looking at it like,
that's true.
Man, whatever the label could do to connect me with these fans, I could do. And now their value is like down to nothing. And then they're taking 80% of your money, or they're trying to.
Right.
So is that how you looked at it?
Nah, I understand there's way more responsibility doing it by yourself. So I didn't just look at it like I could just easily do responsibility. When I looked at it like, all right, cool.
A lot of artists has not been successful with transitioning from the big label where everybody's doing everything for you, but taking all your money, to an independent artist. You have to do everything yourself. And a lot of artists are not used to doing everything themselves. What's up, Cha-Cha? So they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't do it, it don't get done, right? So that's why I was listening to T.I. talk. T.I. was like, becoming independent, letting his label go might have been one of the worst things that he did. Because they realized they got to do everything themselves. All right? Everybody come on in. We're listening to Lil Tjay, fresh out the doggone jailhouse.
And I have like
talking already.
Fights, you know what I'm saying? You also gonna have people that love you for who you are, you feel me? And that's gonna stick with you.
All right.
And I also didn't play victim to this scenario neither. I'm not with the label. I kind of just was like, you have to figure it out. But what I do know is not to flex about my set. I'm in a good position, so I can play around. I can see what it is, and I'm not really tripping. You feel me? 24 years old, bro. I could just
24 years old.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's so crazy. Like, I think you and probably
like I could go to a label right after I drop this project right now. So yeah.
Okay, so you're not ruling out that maybe
if I wanted to.
Okay.
I kind of like I'm just playing out my options right now. You feel me? That's why the name of this album is called TJ. You feel me? It's the TJ album. TJ album.
Oh, so he's called
so when you had
TJ.
What's that number one record you had? That was with Columbia though. How much you think? Because this usually matters to someone when they're going to go independent. How much you think that record being number one was them versus you just having a banger?
I think it was and it's the fucked up part. I think it was like
everybody.
I think it was 50-50.
Okay.
I was going first. I was gonna say it was them, but nah, it wasn't. Because you know what it is. The record reacted like organically. I previewed it, went crazy. Everybody, put on my phone, ooh. But it's the label. They made sure that shit was gonna go where it had to go. You feel me? So
yeah.
Yeah, that's
not
kind
all
of
the
like
time. They make sure it goes. What's
that's
up,
always the give and take. I think if any independent artist figured out how to hit all them levers at the same time, we see more number ones coming out of like artists that are independent. What's your realistic expectations with being independent? Obviously, if the label's not there to kind of juice everything up, you got to go. You really have to put the footwork behind it.
What's up, Heidi?
Yeah, I just want to give them good music. I just want to give my fans good music. It's been a while.
So everybody that's just coming in, we're listening to Lil Tjay. He gave an interview straight out the jailhouse, honey. Straight out the jailhouse. He sat in the chair with Akademiks. He ain't waste no time. Of course, he got an album coming out, which makes us ask each other, why is it always this big incident? And then boom, you got an album coming out. Okay. What is this you showing? All right. So we're over here where you're at, Heidi. We're listening to Lil Tjay's interview with Akademiks straight after he got out of jail. We're on the clock. We're watching it. We're watching it. So, you know, he has an album coming out. He's talking. He's going to get to the Offset incident. Let's listen.
And like, it's just like, I'm just excited to own a full project. Just put out a project and just own that shit, you know. And I'm just have that shit forever. You feel me? Like, that's kind of like my goal. I don't got no real hard expectations. I do hope my fans love it. You know what I'm trying to say? I put my time into it. And I feel like it's a great project. So.
You think this is your most personal album yet? Because not only do you own it, you know what I mean? This is you being in the game of a few years. You know, you a veteran at this point, and you're doing something that could really, you know, if this
I would say my most personal, just because in 222 I had that was like a real personal album, and it would like that also made it like a little bit low paced. I kind of like picked it up, so it's like I'm still having fun. I'm being myself. I would say it's just like a me album, you know. This is like how I feel. Like it's like a, you know, it's like a conclusion. It's like if 222 is, you feel me?
Out of jail.
Yeah, so
help the album sales, right?
I didn't know you were in the
he ain't waste no time, Humble.
Yeah. You know, I did have the question, right? Thank you, so Humble. For me, and you'll help me figure it out. So I've been saying, man, you're one of the names that I kept saying. I'm like, man, why so-and-so ain't putting nothing out? Why is everybody like laying low key? And I was trying to figure out, like, in the last 2 years, if y'all were just observing the scene.
Nah. I just had to, like, you feel me, figure out my situation. And then also, I really don't, like, you know, certain things, because, you know, like, this is real shit. They do be trying to blackball, you know. I like, it's certain shit they say, but, like,
you know,
even me leaving with Columbia, it was like a little bit of a, like,
I don't know.
You feel me?
Nobody
want TJ. Come on.
Yeah, they don't want you to win after them now.
But at the end of the day, like my at least my slogan, at least in this interview, was like, I ain't tripping. It was cool. Like I'm just here for it.
No ill feelings.
Nah, yeah, like I can't go wrong. You feel me? Only way I'm gonna feel like I went wrong is if my fans don't love that music. You feel me? Like it's not about having the whole world tell me, people that don't listen to me, my music, tell me what they think. Nah, like, you feel me? I'm a no, and I'm a no.
You feel like you gotta prove people wrong, because once people start talking like shit about you,
so this is Lil. Everybody coming in, AB, everybody welcome. This is Lil Tjay. Okay, who just got in an incident with Offset where Offset allegedly got shot in the leg, is in the hospital. Okay, so he got arrested and he got straight out of the jail and jumped right into Akademiks' chair and started running his mouth. And we are listening to him. Thank you, AB. So that's what we're doing right now, okay? So everybody keep tapifying, keep sharifying. We got 36 people in the room. Bless her, Missknockout, so she won't be brokified. And let's listen to Lil Tjay. What's up, Cali Life? Okay, let's listen to Lil Tjay.
Got to is not even a thing, because I don't have no expectations on myself with that too neither. Because I don't even really, at this point right now, I don't even see people. Like, you feel me? I don't see a hater, you feel me? Like, I acknowledge a fan before I acknowledge a hater right now.
That's right.
But got to is not the thing, but going to.
Now, I wish he would keep that mentality, right, to see a fan before you ever see a hater, because that'll keep you on the right track and keep you from getting into stuff. Because this dude, like, he seems like he's laid back and all that, but he's always pulled into stuff.
It's like a definite, you feel me? I don't even see no other way. Like, I don't see no other way. Like, anything that might look like to somebody else, like, yo, TJ is going like this, going like that, like, which in reality, it could be going like this. I could be having fucked up moments, or people could be loving me, and I could be looking like I'm just going good. But in reality, I just look like my overall trajectory is always just going to be here. That did never change from my mindset. So,
have you had, like, you know, especially with, you know, we're going to get to some of the, we'll say warranted or unwarranted hate that you get, but have you gotten to the mindset of, like, I watched this in, who just interviewed the baby, and the baby was just like, yeah, after that shit on stage, Yeah, they booked me for. I used to get booked for 300. They came on my ass for 30K. I had to take it. It like, did you ever see a moment where you're like, nah, this shit ain't going the right direction? I gotta drop a record.
I'm being honest, and I swear to God, and I love God. You feel me? Like I told you, feel me? Like at least like financially, I did not see any difference with that. Like I'm not like, let me get a show and it's gonna be coming down to that. So for me,
well, listening to the little interview.
No. That's not. Okay.
For the shit.
And I mean,
what I did see was a lot of negative backlash, like no doubt. You feel me? But you feel me? But like as far as that, like nah, I wasn't tripping for me. And if anything did come, if it did get to that situation, I think the real shit is real nigga first. That's why like the main thing I pointed out was that I fucked with Baby too, regardless. And not to say nothing about his point. I'm just saying like whatever I like feel is like what I'm like, and I say it because I'm just comfortable being me, you know.
What's the secret to peak health? Going micro with Noom. Micro habit, micro wins. Even microdose GLP-1.
So, Lil Tjay just giving us some insight. He's going to get to the Offset stuff, too. I know you're waiting. I'm waiting. Everybody's waiting. He's going to get to the stuff. He probably can't say too much because it's still an ongoing investigation, but he is going to get to something with Akademiks. I know for a fact. So everybody come on in. Continue tappifying, sharifying, and if you want to watch it, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Missknockout as we keep on giving you what you need as we proceed. I see everybody coming in. What's up, Special? All right, let's get back to Lil Tjay interview. Let's listen to Lil Tjay.
If anything come back from it, then I guess that's it was God playing. I don't know.
So you start getting a bunch of like, I really want to say, feel like hate, but we'll call it like mixed reviews or people kind of like, kind of paint a narrative about you. When I always don't try to positive image before, and it started with your interactions with streamers, and this was really unexpected for me. You know why? I thought because you're one of the youngest rappers lit. I'm saying. I would imagine the niggas in their 30s, like, yo, you 35, you on a Twitch stream, okay, you might be the person, man, this uncle over here, man, this nigga don't know what's going on, but I'm like, yo, TJ, like, this nigga, he like us, like, he a YN, and for whatever reason, it was just odd moments that kind of happened, and it felt like in each of those moments, it wasn't even 50-50, like, that audience was always saying, nah, he's wrong, or now we don't rock with him, or they start building a narrative. Let's talk about a few of these. Well, you started like going back and forth with two of the biggest streamers, Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross.
Yep, I remember that. Who remembers that?
How did that happen?
How did that happen, TJ?
Like I said, I'm just a passionate person, so sometimes I be just jumping the gun with just my emotions or whatever I be feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Jumping the gun.
Right. So I remember I forgot what the exact situation was.
Thank you, Deshaun.
But it was something that I believe was. I wonder if they were talking about you with music. Was it music? But anyway, you responded. And then the entire internet, they were like saying he's sensitive, he's this, he's like, I don't know, maybe they were saying you're bullying. Were you shocked by that reaction by everybody? Because
100% to the point of what you were saying earlier, like I said, I never like playing victim. When I be like, when they be saying I'm bullying, and I be looking at what they be saying about me, I be like, y'all niggas got it. At this point, y'all got it. I'm bullying, it's crazy. But I feel like the internet is like it go in algorithms. They go jack
bullying is crazy.
Whatever they want to jack, and people follow after trends. It's kind of like hard for I guess the average person to go against what's a popular opinion, like nowadays. So, like I understand what was going on there. So, like shock, kind of like, yeah, but I understand now.
Okay.
I remember reaching out to you and I said, hey, listen.
Thank you so much, Tiffany.
There's a streamer world that kind of moves on a different type of like Like the way how
Thank you
rap
for the
fans, like
donut.
hardcore rap fans who like
Thank you for the
rappers
donut.
that come from a certain environment or come from the street, like
Thank you for the
they look at stuff one way, and in the streamer community,
Thank you,
they're
Tiff.
gonna look at stuff a completely different way. Like, for example, like specifically, like this location that I got to film podcasts because I'm doing hip hop podcasts. I know how niggas who are rappers move. Niggas like to come in and smoke, do their thing. A conversation about not smoking would not be a thing, right? And even if that was a thing, I'd handle it differently because I know I understand the environment, right? In the streamer world, it's like, didn't you hear he tell you not to smoke in the BNB? Like, it's like they're on your ass. Were you shocked by that a little bit? Like, because I felt that was overblown. They act like you literally like shot up the block.
Yo, you know, I mean, to be honest with you, bro, I could take accountability to that. Like, if like even how you was like, yo, you got PTSD, yo, you asked me if you could smoke in. I would go into a spot and ask anybody, yo, can I smoke in here? Yo,
yeah, but that's not normal. If you go to a studio, you'd probably realize that, yo, come on, this one niggas doing it, creating music.
Damn near 50-50. What would change the odds of that is if I see.
So what they're talking about is, let me give you a little backstory on this, is the reason why he started getting into it with Kai Cenat is because Kai Cenat told him not to smoke a fire in there. And he kept on lighting up the smokeification. And he said, don't, you know, so he did it a couple of times and then they started getting into it and then it went from there. So, you know, he wanted to smokeify so bad that he kept lighting up. And Kai Cenat said, no, don't smoke. So Kai Cenat was on his, you know, on his stream, right? So they started getting into it and then it went and grew from there. So that's what he's saying. He's taking accountability.
Somebody had some weed in their hand and was rolling a blunt. If you watch, well, I feel like people that looked at the clip think that I was dead for mad long. I mean, which don't really make a difference. So I'm not really trying to say that neither. I mean, but I don't know. I seen the nigga was walking in and I felt like I did feel a little startled, like how you said, like a little, and I got defensive after that. You feel me? Like.
Because you usually don't hear that often.
Yeah, for me, like people don't. In reality, like I seen you had said something back to it. He was like, "Yo, people don't even be coming at rappers." Blah, blah, blah. So when I woke in, and I honestly didn't know who he was neither. So he came in, and he's like, "Yo, there's no smoking in here," and I like felt a little way, regardless if anybody else feels like that was a way to feel away. Like I was startled, so I got defensive about it. But going back to it.
At least you're taking accountability.
Like you're supposed to ask people to smoke.
All right, that's grown man stuff. TJ,
as you sit here and talk to me, you know, I feel like your biggest problem is
what?
I don't think you know how to explain yourself, bro.
Oh, you don't know how to explain yourself.
Yo, you like because I understand you, but somebody's gonna be like literally, what you're trying to say is that listen,
you do have a little bit of problem.
I'm not used to
yourself.
People. Like really just
Lil Tjay seems like the type of guy who's not used to expressing himself like that, but he's gonna have to learn how to express himself because he is a public figure who is out there now and popular, right? And you don't want people to take it in the wrong way in order to live your life peacefully. And he does seem like he wants to live a more peaceful life, but you know, he has he's misinterpreted a lot. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen. Do you
jumping
agree
out and
agree or disagree?
Something is regular, which it is regular in the world we are in, the industry. Smoking can't smoke in a studio setting. Second of all, and I think this is the main part.
What's the main part?
If I told you, yo, don't choose my crib, you're not gonna be like, oh shit, let me take it. Like you're gonna be like, oh my bad, and then you're probably gonna do it at your own pace. You get what I'm saying? There was a part of how it was delivered. I felt.
Agree. AB said agree.
I feel like the most part I feel like you're saying is that I can't really explain myself right. Because not that, bro. I got like common courtesy, bro. It's not that.
I felt like the way he said it to you.
It was the mood I was in.
Thank you so much for the like, Cindy. Thank you.
Two, he faked like he did startle me. It was the way he said it. I mean, and that's the part that I know. That the average person will be like,
that's what I'm saying. You feel like you would get like fake press, like yo.
I swear to God, I thought leaving, I thought it was gonna go viral for like I got pressed. Yeah. I never thought that was gonna be I pressed anybody, broski. Like I promise you, broski, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was my reason for taking my time. If I give you the real shit, that's my reason for taking my time. I thought it was gonna go, I got pressed. I don't know how the internet work like that, bro. See, I'll be trying to stay the fuck on my way, bro. Like,
but that happens too, though. Like, I'm telling you, that's a normal thing that I think most people understand.
I thought
like,
I was getting pressed, like, you feel me?
Like, yeah, it's like somebody
when we left, even the bros were like, yo, damn, man, you're something crazy. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't even trying to play with no sensitive ass internet. I was trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, that's what I get it. And sometimes when somebody says something, you're like, listen, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but on my own time though. Hold on, I get it. I think the tone of the voice, or whatever. It's sad that never. I would like for
And they went back and smoked, bro. Like,
he didn't invite you. He wanted you to hotbox the same crib. Fabi said he turned it down. He said I couldn't do it. Would you have done it?
I've done it.
Yeah,
I ain't, nah, bro. I'll be in my own shit, bro. I ain't.
Yeah, it's I hope, and I don't know if there's a chance, but I hope you and Max, find some way.
I don't know, bro. He's like, it's crazy. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like I'll fake this having mad emotions in the time. Like, but in reality, like, I ain't gonna lie. The way I look at it is like we all young, trying to get our money, trying to do what we do. I ain't tripping.
So if he hits you up like in the future one time and you're in a good mood and he's like, yo,
you're
come straight.
I'm not a content creator, bro. Like, I'm a rapper, bro.
He's not a content creator.
Kind of like,
he gonna get you to come to the booth.
He don't want to be classified as that.
Like that's probably. Now I'm not really trying to say that, but damn near, like, I don't know. I don't think I probably kind of one hand how many streams I've ever been on in my life, bro. And that was an accident. I came that day to pick up Favi. Like, I did not know he was streaming.
Oh.
I didn't know I was looking into a stream.
Oh, we thought you were pulling up to do a verse. That's what, like, the whole clip say, like you came in and like.
It looked like I came in to chill with him and I just stuck up his spot. I know I came to pick up Favi. He told me, yeah, I'm in the studio, some niggas streaming, niggas here, man, niggas here, He's like, yo, I'm like, where? I'm around. I'm about to come pick you up. Bet. I walked in, I see a camera, man. And then I'm like, that's it.
Oh,
I figured out how to
it looked like you came in. So his thing is like doing, like making music. So I thought you came in was about to make music, and because they told you can't smoke, you're like, I'm out.
Shit like that, bro. Even I even seen a couple comments like, yo, he mad he could. I don't do shit like that, bro. Like, I never did shit like that. I be like, maybe selectively, but I don't do shit like that. Be chilling.
Yeah, it's crazy how many like fans just started. It just felt like, they just felt like, yo, he's an asshole. Yo, some people were trying to fake like, yo, listen, TJ's mad rich. Like, it was $250. Like,
see, Lil TJ gets misinterpreted because he doesn't know how to express himself. He's probably got a little of a shy element to him, and a little bit of I ain't taking no shit either. You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to public speaking, he got to learn how to express himself better so other people won't misinterpret him. You know what I'm saying? But with him and Kai Cenat, that was just like he took accountability for it. He probably realized in hindsight that he was kind of wrong. If you go in somebody's house and separate business from pleasure, right, AB? If you go into somebody's crib and they say, listen, don't smokeify in here, then are you going to continue to say, and continue lightifying it up? You're not going to continue lightifying it up. And the person saying, listen, I don't do that in my house. And then that's what he was doing. It was so he admitted that he takes accountability for that. Right. But, we don't want to keep using the excuse that they're young. He's 24 years old. He's 20. At what point do you start growing up? 24 now, you going into being a whole grown man now. Okay, 24.
Okay, they're like, yo,
right?
He would have paid it if that was that big of a deal. People like, nah, it's not about that. It's a principle. Somebody tell you can't smoke in a spot. Like, they made it a real huge thing that was kind of defining your character. But I don't think there was a lot of like other examples of you doing shit that shows that you just don't give a fuck about people, because that's how they were trying to paint it.
Technically, broski, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I should have put the blunt on. That's the real shit. I should have put the blunt on. But it's just that, you feel me? I was having a bad day and I got defensive about it.
He's and having a bad day.
feel like they was blowing it out of proportion.
Yeah.
But in reality, I should have put
See, he admitted that he should have put it
after
out.
that situation. And
You should have put it out.
The comments or you know,
because Kysonet's a good guy.
how do you
God, good
kinda
for him.
get
That's right, AB. AB said
in your own head, like, should I defend myself or should I just not say nothing? Because I feel like you probably sit back and see comments all day.
Nah, hell no. Hell no. I defended myself because you know I'm like because I wasn't really tripping. I feel like if I was like more so like really like looking at college and shit, I probably would have like. I mean, is that I'm not really like.
Bobby made a hot song out of it. I like that song.
Bobby did his shit, and I got a hot album. Not out of that shit.
Bobby made a
Fuck
nice
that
song.
shit, ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, unfortunately, some of those situations, I don't know why it gets so big. Okay. So maybe one day in the future, you know, obviously it's not like you will fuck that much, but you don't have nothing against Max or you're not looking at that situation like with some animosity still.
Nah, bro. Hopefully he. I mean, probably look at it like shit over it too.
Yeah, I think he does.
Thank you so much.
That's why I say about I know
Thank
Max
you
is
for
a
that.
rapper.
Thank you so much for the heart.
He's a streamer. Yo, streamers really look at rappers like, yo, y'all niggas is dumb cool. Like they want to be friends with y'all. And then sometimes those relationships get fucked up. And then the fans who are supporters of the streamer start riding for the streamer, which is kind of odd. All right, so that'll get resolved. You and Kai, are we gonna get your next Mafia-thon?
Well, Kai might not have a Mafia-thon. Would he?
Yeah, I fake. I mean,
will Kai have a
I just be
Mafia-thon?
focused on my music, gang. I fake be on some like whole other shit. I got like a whole different life.
TJ positive now, man.
Yeah, nah, real shit, broski. I feel like you
fucked up that man's relationship and now you're positive. TJ's a foul nigga, man. You're a foul man, bro. Yo, everything was cool. Everything was cool. You said what? I ain't gonna lie to you. If a nigga tell me this one line, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna just stay away from it. You don't want no type of DV charge. But that's how niggas catch DV charge talking about go through the phone. You were supposed to say, went from saying calling my phone to go through the phone. You take responsibility for that, man?
Nah, I don't take responsibility for that. In reality with him too, I'll be honest with you, I feel like I hope he get to a better space regardless if we figure out whatever we had going on. I hope he gets to a better space for the culture and for whoever people like him. I'm trying to say, I don't know if he's going to figure out his relationship.
Shit, no. Yo, let me take it off him for one second. I got to ask you just a man question because, you know, one time, they was talking about me. Kenyon Martin, I don't know if you know the NBA player, he was mad as fuck. Well, I think he called me lame or something. So basically, this is like about 2018. I'm dating this chick, and I ain't gonna lie, I went through the phone. I had to go. I did the TV. I went through the phone. I went through the phone. There's an NBA player in the DMs. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The nigga got married 3 months ago, but was in my bitch's DM. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on.
Well, I hit his wife up and I said, listen, since your man's DMing my bitch.
This is 2 hours long, so we're not going to listen to the whole thing, but we do want to get to the part where he talks about Offset. So we're going to probably skip to that part. Let's listen.
I hit you up. What's good? I guess we swapping.
Can't do that.
I guess we swapping.
Another female did that to me before too.
What? You're lying.
Wait
a minute, is that ethical or not though?
Huh? No,
I call it a swap. Swap them out there.
No, that's not swag. You gotta do it in your own time, but you can't put the room to your reason why. You feel like that. You be like, I want to swap.
I feel like we need to get to the Offset thing because we still got to talk about Pooh Shiesty and his father and Big 30 made an appearance in court, and we got to talk about that. So we're gonna skip to the Offset thing. Okay, maybe I'll run this another time and we'll watch it. All right, but let's see. 105. Okay, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, baby.
Yo,
Why are you acting like you've never done anything bad?
But it's commercial. It's commercial.
Got a pile of clothes you never
All right,
wear
we're still
anymore?
here. Thank you
Turn
so
them into
much for
packs of
showing.
vintage.
Thank you,
Snap a
everybody.
photo,
We
just
still
your
got to
own.
get to the Pooh Shiesty update.
Maybe.
His
Once
father
it's
and
sold,
Big
the buyer
30 made
comes
an
shipping.
appearance
And
in
with 0
court.
seller fees, you
And
keep
it
every
is,
dollar
the
you earn.
plot is
Less clutter in your
twisted,
home, more money in
twistifying.
your pocket.
The
With
plot
millions
is
of users
plotting.
and low cost for your buyers,
Because we
you
ain't
can
going to
start
understand
selling
what
and
part
earning.
of the game
Start
this
selling
is.
on Vinted today.
Okay, I can't wait to get to that story, but let's listen to what you got to say about the Offset situation. And then we're going to move on because that's 2 hours long. So that's too long for me to be sitting there and, I might play it back as a story time to have it playing by
what that is. So there's a story that says, or a guy who says he's a barber, right? And he said, yeah, I cut TJ's hair. And a nigga he said, you chase him down for $5.
In the picture that the nigga shows, go back to the shit. If you go back to the shit, you're gonna see in the picture that the nigga show. And I'm not even saying because I don't want him to come back with a picture now that he's in it. Right? I don't remember him. I don't even think I ever met this nigga or know this nigga.
Yeah.
Where the fuck? I'm not in that position to be asking nigga to come back upstairs for $5. It sound like a complete lie. The fact that everybody sat here and went crazy, nah, TJ's niggas just gotta wake up and stop following the hype on some weird shit. And the picture that the nigga had was just a picture of me in a chair. It was not even him there. For me, he just
Okay, it's coming up now, yo.
As far as I know, I never.
Yeah. He tried to make it, to use your own words, he tried to make you sound like you was out here popped and panicking, man. Hey,
he went crazy. I don't know.
The Offset situation.
Here we go, yo.
I thought you were just popping shit in line then too. Cause you was the first nigga that said you seen Offset in a casino. I'm like, nah, you lying. I know he does his thing, but you act like you just saw him randomly and down bad. What was behind that?
I don't know, broski. That nigga.
He said, I don't know, broski.
Did he give you your money back?
I don't know. Yeah, you told me to get that shit back in blood.
Yeah, we have it.
Oh, shit.
I look at it bro, you mad, old gang. Compared to me, bro. I wish I would. That's like I'm gambling right now. And I think I ain't want to use no names, you feel me? But that's you feel me gambling right now. Yeah. Somebody I think a little nigga, you feel me? That's I'm a little nigga, I'm way younger than you, feel me? And I'm yo, I'm not gonna even do that. It's not my character trait. But they be like, nah, here, put the next bet. After I quit, I tap out. You feel me? On some, not even. That's not like that. It's if I asked. You feel me? And then when it's time to pay back, they don't even hit me back. They hit me back probably a couple weeks later, yo, what's up with that, broski? And then, you feel me? And then tap in again over a period of time, you feel me? Every month. And then eventually it's yo, broski, you trying to get smacked. And they get it back in blood. It's nigga.
Oh, that's what he told him. So that's what he told Offset. That's why he referenced that, because when he asked for his money back, Offset, well, you're gonna get back in blood. What? What is
the first time you got finesse?
What does that mean? That means that
niggas stole. Shit ain't really finesse. But I guess so, yeah.
No, are you ever?
And that's little shit. I don't even really be fucking with niggas. You feel me? I'll be in my own lane, King.
Was he mad that you just mentioned it publicly? Because maybe he just think that he's probably thinking I'm not broke. I just needed that right there. You in the casino and you get hit and you think, I bet the next 10 bands about to get me back my 500 that I lost.
Yo, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, cool, bro. But what I gotta do is give me back my money.
What that gotta do with giving me back my money?
Okay, I get that.
Give me back my money.
Hope so.
I don't do that.
I get it. Hey, you got to a place where I thought it was a really honest post, and I'm gonna keep the same theory of why I think some people don't, they want to see you lose or they want to see the bad side of with any situation with you. It's because the internet always despises arrogance. And I think it's a New York thing where New York niggas pop shit more than any other place, right?
Why do you keep talking about New York?
Rappers specifically come off confident. They come off a bit arrogant. From anybody, you know what I mean? Pop had that demeanor. You had
Hey, Mark.
Most it's in New York rappers, even 50. And I think the internet generally nigga to take a L.
Yeah, they want to see you take a L. 100%.
Yeah. You made the post that, basically you had went through some therapy and stuff like that. And I was just like, that's an interesting. I never thought that. I felt like you were always playing a career like, even if I go through some real shit, I'm never gonna give them the ammo to like really know the real shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm gonna keep a smile going on. I'm gonna deal with that shit privately. What made you come out and just like be honest with that?
I'm not gonna say it was the rollout for this project, but it almost like was me preparing for this project. You feel me? Or prepping myself for understanding what I want this project to be. You feel me? Because, like I said, the name of the project is They Just Ain't You. And me, like I got a wild story, you feel me? I got a wild story. My shit was crazy, bro. Like, feel me? Like not normal at all. So that's why I understand like a lot of things that I say just won't be understood like to a normal by normal person. Like they're not gonna understand nothing I'm talking about. They don't understand like they don't do nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? Like 100% your day-to-day life. It's like nothing. Like you should talk to Rico. You know Rico. Rico probably know a little bit more about me too. Like
yeah, you're a wild boy on tour, man.
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like nigga, like
you living like a rock star out here.
Yeah, I be like baby, but my shit just like a little different, broski. So like I just look at it like you feel me. I had to kind of like figure out what was the problems with myself, or what would make me think this way, or like and kind of like realize. Like compare myself to a normal thinker, you feel me? To figure out what I do abnormal in society, you feel me?
Get the confidence to make
I think he said all he's gonna say about Offset. That's what we really want to hear, right? I feel like he said everything he's gonna say, and okay. So let's move on to Pooh Shiesty and his dad made an appearance in court, right? So let's see. So Pooh Shiesty, his father, not Pooh Shiesty, but his father and Big 30, who was his lifetime friend, made an appearance in court. And I want you to listen yourself, and then we're going to talk about it. What happened when they went in court? Okay, so this is their first appearance as they get in court. Okay, hold on, Pooh Shiesty. Okay, Pooh Shiesty's father appears in court. Okay, so let's see. I watched it yesterday. I thought I saved it. But let's see. Faces right now. The first appearance in court in the Gucci Mane case. Okay, let's watch this. So this is Pooh Shiesty's man in court. All right, we're gonna see if we can pull up. Let's see what this says. Oh, this is somebody just talking.
The robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane.
Okay, so no. All right, so I had a report on his father making his appearance in court. All right, let's see if we could get it. Also, I'm gonna have to take it from my oh, I have it in here. Okay. All right, so let's listen. We're gonna listen to the audio of it. Okay, let's listen to the audio of this. And I want you, we're gonna discuss this afterwards because you're gonna be like, what part of the game is this? So his father and Big 30 made an appearance in court, and I want you to listen to what happened as a result of this, and then we're going to discuss, because it's really going to affect the case going forward. It's really going to affect this case going forward. And it's like, what part of the game is this? Okay, so I want you to hear it for yourself, all right? So hold on. Let me get it. Okay, so let's listen. Let's listen to this, yeah. I don't know if it's on speaker. It's my own report. All right, come on, girl. Okay, let's see if you can hear it. What is up? And this is the Missknockout report, and I'm coming with the Gucci Mane alleged case altercation. Can you hear it? All right. So made an appearance in court. And let's take a look briefly after we finish, shall we? Let's take a look at this.
Now to a new development tonight in the arrest of Memphis rapper.
Okay, hold on.
Gucci Mane, Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., and another Memphis rapper known as Big 30 appeared in federal court today. This is in the courtroom downtown Memphis, so Caitlin, fill us in. What happened today?
Yeah, Joyce. So they're actually still in there, but what I can tell you is that a special agent from the FBI, Marcellus Hobbs, from the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, took the stand, and defense attorneys for Lontrell Williams Sr., Pooh Shiesty's father, and Rodney Wright Jr., also known as rapper Big 30, asked Hobbs a key question: is there any hard evidence, like video surveillance, showing either man possessing a gun or threatening anyone? And Hobbs said no. He also testified that no concrete evidence was found in Wright's car or Williams' homes when they were arrested. But even so, the judge ruled there's still...
Okay, so you heard that.
No probable cause for both men and all defendants who appear today based on cell phone death video and victim statements that stand uncontested. Right now, we're still waiting for the detention decision, so we're watching to see whether they'll be held or released as we move forward.
All right,
So there we have it, people.
So they went into court and they appeared in court, right? And the detective said that there's no evidence of a pum, right? But they do have other evidence of them talking on cell phones, text messages, and electronic messages, and they do have probable cause, but they don't have that the pums came out. So now I'm like, what part of the game is this? What part of the game is this where they said that there was pum joints pulled, but they get in court and there's no evidence of pums. So you might ask yourself, what happened? What happened with this? Okay, so let's see what this girl got to say. I want to see what she got to say. So now this is Pooh Shiesty appearing in court, right? Let me bring her up. Let's see what she got to say. Okay, let's listen to this.
Rapper Pooh Shiesty is due in court for his first appearance since his arrest in connection with the robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane. I told you last week when the DOJ announced that 9 people were arrested in connection with this attack that happened at a studio here in Dallas.
So
2 of those people...
she's saying he's supposed to appear in court. I thought he appeared in court already. All right. So his court appearance is coming up, but the father went, all right, Shiesty to appear in court today after being arrested for armed robbery. All right, so it's 1 o'clock. He appeared already, right? He should have appeared already, because I don't think Memphis or I think it's in Texas is not too far behind us. All right, well, let's talk about some of the updates. Okay, let's go into some of the updates. So this is about the incident where they had the meeting called in Dallas. They went to the studio and all kinds of questionable things happened. And they alleged that Gucci Mane was kidnapped and held at Pum Point and made to sign contracts and this and that. And now they get in court and they say that there was no pums found. right? They're an hour behind us. Okay, so it's 12 o'clock. He still should have been in court, or maybe he's in court now, right? So Pooh Shiesty was arrested on April 2nd in Dallas. They raided his Memphis family home the same day. So I guess he's staying in Dallas, but he has a home or whereabouts in Memphis also. He's been in federal custody since, and he has no bond yet. Okay, as of today, April 8th. And today he has a federal bond hearing in Dallas. So, you know, I'll pop online and when I do find out information and let you know what exactly happened in the courtroom. All right. But the father and Big 30, like I said, went in the courtroom already and they found no evidence of pumes. So this means that somebody got to be not telling the truth. Is that what that means, y'all? Put a yes or no in the comments. That means that somebody's not telling the truth. So it was said that it was pumes and you holding me a gun at pum point. And you made me do this and you stole this and you stole that. Ain't nobody stealing those jewelry without a pum. Nobody's giving you jewelry without a pum. So if you don't got a pum, then do you got the jewelry too? Now they said that they were showing the jewelry online. So now my mind is like, well, how was you showing the jewelry online when there's no pumes found? Or maybe they did have the pumes allegedly, and they just couldn't find the pumes. Maybe they just hiding it that good. All right. Somebody's not helping the cops. Somebody's not cooperating. And I think it's the opposite of what everybody's saying. I think that Gucci Mane is not cooperating with the cops. And that's a part of the problem. Okay. So his new lawyer, John Helms, joined 24 hours before speaking out, is pushing back hard. You know what I'm saying? He says the government tries to characterize this as a dispute over money between Lontrell and his record label, but in this business, things are often not what they seem, and people's motivations are very often not what they seem. We will be presenting Lontrell's side of the case, and I think it's going to be significantly different from what the government is saying. So we're going to wait till Pooh Shiesty get in court to see what he got to say, because his lawyer is saying that his side might be a lot different. See, the prosecutors and the defendants always have different opposition sides because each of them got to prove their case. The previous attorney, Bradford Cohen, told TMZ, I read over the incident and can see some inconsistencies that we will address at future hearings. So that's what Bradford told TMZ before he got taken out of there and he got a new attorney. I will say, and then he further says, I will save any further comments for after we get the full discovery. Shiesty himself has not dropped a public statement. He's locked up, but his camp is framing it as a music industry volatility incident, not straight robberification. So they're saying this ain't straight robberification. Maybe it's give me your jewelry because you owe me money. I'm just saying. That's just a theory. That's what it seems like they trying to say. It's not what y'all are making it seem. It wasn't a robbery, right? It maybe was, I don't have any money, so here, take this jewelry until I can get you your money because I got 25 million when, you know, he was in jail, right? So now let's listen to this. So Pooh Shiesty hasn't dropped a public statement. He's locked up, but his camp is framing it as if somebody in his camp is talking, and they're framing it as a music industry incident and not straight robbery. Viral street talk. His mom went live claiming Gucci finessed him out of 25 million while he was locked up. As that per the video that we watched yesterday, that Gucci made about 25 million the 3 years that his record was booming when he was locked up. What Gucci Mane is doing is saying right now. Is he a victim? Is he cooperating? Is he staying silent? He's definitely staying a little silent. Gucci is the named victim and reportedly helped ID Shiesty and Big 30 to the feds. Allegedly, this is what the report says. No public IG posts, interviews, diss tracks from him yet. He is focused on business. He's still touring, new albums, episodes, vibes, New York shows. Reps haven't commented yet. All right. Street gossip say that he might testify, and if it goes to trial. Old collabs with Shiesty, like Still Remember, are now ironic gold in timelines. So his music, Pooh Shiesty, is going up even more, and Gucci Mane is getting paid even more because Pooh Shiesty is viral now because of this incident. So the question still remains, because it was said that he was helped at Pum Point to release him from the sign the paperwork to release him from the contracts. The question remains, is Pooh Shiesty still signed to Gucci Mane? That is the question of the day. Because if you sign paperwork under duress, guess what? It's not valid. Or did he sign, and is he deeming it as valid? We don't know. But Pooh Shiesty's music is going back up now because of this incident. This incident is free publicity for the records to keep going. So let's go to talk about Big 30. Okay? April 6th, Memphis hearing. He was granted $100K secure bond. He has to put up $10K to walk with strict conditions. Ankle monitor, no contact with the victims, co-defendants, pharmaceutical tests, and supervision. The judge called the offense incredibly, he called the judge called the offense incredibly dangerous, but noted minimum gun Pum evidence, low criminal history. That's Big 30. So Big 30 has a low criminal history, minimum Pum evidence, but he still deemed him incredibly dangerous. Why? Does he look dangerous? Is he projecting dangerous things? You didn't find a Pum. He has a low criminal history. So why then, Judge, is he still deemed dangerous? Do you know something that we don't know? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Okay? Prosecutors immediately appealed and stayed the release and are moving him to Dallas. Defense brought family and character witnesses. So Big 30 brought his family and his manager as character witnesses. I don't know if that character witness stuff works. You say this and you say that, and the judge say, I'm still locking you up. Right? Pooh Shiesty's dad, Latrell Sr., among the 9 in custody. Prosecutors want his release revoked. He is being moved to a Texas jail ASAP. Hearing and updates are ongoing. So the father was not released, but Big 30 was offered $100K secure bond with $10K to walk because he has a low criminal history and they found minimum Pum evidence. But the dad, his release was revoked and he's being moved to Texas jail ASAP, and his hearing is going to be ongoing. The others, probable cause found for all the others. That's the brothers that rode the Greyhound, the Goonies. And probably part of that probable cause is because they went online and they were showing it off. Yeah. They was online and they was doing show and tell. And now the The first thing they do when you got a case, y'all, is go online. If you got a court case, you got an accident case, you got any kind of case, stay your behind off the line. Because the lawyers will go in there and look. And then what they can't see, they'll summons and write the head of the offices at wherever platform. And even if you delete it, they can still get it. So don't even do it. Okay? So surveillance snapshots from the incidents, federal key evidence is viral on TMZ, and I got to go take a look at it. I didn't see it. Not full video yet, but clear pictures of the crew, including Shiesty and his dad, entering the studio building about 3:43 p.m. One suspect leaves, grabs a duffel bag, allegedly holding the 8 to the K to the 47 and returns, but they never seen the 8 to the K to the 47. That's the problem. So you might then say that you don't know what's in the bag. You're just being told that's what's in the bag. It might be papers in the bag. It might be deodorant in the bag. It might be whatever in the bag. Did you see the pum in the bag? No. But one of the snitches probably told them that that's the bag with the A to the KZ. Timestamps line up with the ankle monitor data. So they have Pooh Shiesty's ankle monitor data. And they're lining that up in consistencies with the footage and timestamps that they are watching. These are blowing up as the proof. Posting everywhere with captions like, yikes, surveillance footage of Pooh Shiesty and the crew. So that's going viral all over the internet. You could go to the X and knock yourself out. Okay? Quick cut reports on Shiesty's upcoming Dallas court hearing. Starts with generic news graphics, and it says that, Shiesty, it shows him and from an old video and an old picture, and it's saying, as we just read, that he has a court date coming up, in which as soon as I hear about what happened in that court date, I will make a post about it on my timeline. I'll put a short up on YouTube, and I'll put it up on Tick to the Clizza. All right. So that's the updates for now for Pooh Shiesty. That's the updates for Lil Tjay and Mr. Offset. I feel like Offset. I'm feeling like Offset needs help. He has a problem, right? He has a problem. Some people have an sexual problem. Some people have a gambulation problem. Some people have a pharmaceutical problem. Some people have other problems. And he definitely has a problem that he needs to attend to. Otherwise, it's going to take him further down the line into more chaos and drama. And, the kids doesn't deserve that. He's still the father of Cardi B's kids. She's out here handling her business, getting those cheese for those eggs, right? She held him down. Cardi B's a very family-orientated girl. Very family-orientated. I feel like she tried her best to keep that family together and going, and she just couldn't do it. And that's the way the world works. If you ain't on your path, they'll drag you on the path. Life. Okay, I think he has all three in my opinion. Oh, yeah, you might. You know what I'm saying? Life dragged Cardi B on the path she should be in. I preferably think that Cardi B should spend some time with herself. She already built her family. She got 4 kids. She got her mother around. She got her friends. She got her fan base. She had a marriage. She tried. She had another relationship. She tried. A lot of people make Cardi B out as a villain. I don't feel like she's a villain. I think that she's a girl who's trying to get along with people and have things in life, but they're just not working out. And at the same time, she got to protect herself because she's not no sucker or no pussy. At the same time, she's from the Bronx and she was gang, and she's having none of it. But I feel like she's holding it down and she's moving. She's not out here gambling and broke. She's taking care of those kids, and she's on the road handling her business after having 4 kids. It's phenomenal. People don't look at that. How strong she is having 4 kids and keeping her career going. Some people can't have 4 kids and keep her career going. They don't have the mindset and they don't have the work ethics. But I feel like sometimes you got to take a break and be with yourself. Sometimes you don't need a partner for everything. Because when you have a partner, you always got to be worried about somebody else. Why not worry about yourself for a little while? You deserve it. If I had a chance to speak to Cardi B, I would tell Cardi B to enjoy life for a little while. Don't worry about having no man. Worry about finding out who you are, because you spent most of your come up in a relationship that started in the beginning of your come up, and then you dealt with relationship after relationship. Why not take a little bit of time to yourself to enjoy your life and learn how to love yourself and your kids and enjoy your life, because you're in the prime of your life now that you'll never get back. Sometimes you got to stop living everybody else's life. When you get with a partner, you always got to worry about somebody else. I'm single like a Pringle. When I click this X, I do my work and I do what Missknockout want to do. I don't have nobody saying, oh, come here, or come there, or meet me for lunch. You always got to worry about somebody else. It's a job worrying about yourself. Imagine if you got somebody else to worry about. A dog, a partner, even a dog is a lot of work. They treating these dogs like humans now. They washing, they cooking. I watched the video, they feeding the dogs gourmet dinner, gourmet doggy food. Little steaks and stuff, cutting it up, the dogs sitting in with napkins on. It's a lot of work, right? I think it's the type of thinking comes with mature age. I agree, but she is male-centered. Yeah. Yeah, Shay, I see it. I see it. I see what you're saying. Some people are male-centered. Don't you have these friends that always got to have a man? You got a girl, she always got to have a man. You got that guy, she always got to have a girl. I'm Aquarius, so I'm very into and comfortable being by myself. I feel like I had my fun. Mama has lived, baby. But I don't mind being by myself, and I'm loving it. Once you get a chance to be by yourself for a long period of time, you ain't gonna want to go back. You might not want to go back to babysitting, compromising, arguing, making up, coming here and suck my D. I ain't got to worry about nothing that. I hang up the X and Missknockout goes and works on her record. She gets something to eat. She think about her businesses. When you in relationships, you ain't got time to think about yourself sometimes. You ain't got time because you always worried about that other person. Sometimes you got to take time for yourself. I love the peace and singleness. Yeah, I love my peace and singleness. If I had to live with somebody, I would be lost. I was like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Oh my God. It would drive me crazy at this point. Why? Because now I'm spoiled. I'm used to doing what the F I want to do, but it's good to take time to know yourself because you're here living life. Life goes quick. And imagine it going by and you're always compromising because you're with somebody and you didn't take time to learn yourself because you're always growing. Cardi B is still growing into a woman that she's supposed to be. How could you grow into a woman if you don't know yourself? If you don't know yourself, yeah, at some point, I'm not saying don't be in a relationship. Of course, that's what life is about. You're supposed to get married. I never got married. I'm an old maid and I'm loving it. I'm having the time of my life. It's the old maid. The old maid, what? We should have an old maid party. But you go so long, you get stuck in your ways and it doesn't bother you, right? Thank you, Pumpy Rain. But see, Cardi B had to learn her experiences, so she had to go through what she went through. She had to. But I feel like Cardi B worked so hard and she got to a certain point in life that she deserves more. And that more sometimes doesn't include another person. That more sometimes means loving yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Who gets what I'm saying? Put a yes in the comments and say amen. Say amen. Okay, now we're going to pass the plate like in the church. All right, y'all. So look, Missknockout got a lot to do. Okay, we had a lot of fun. You can watch the show back on the YouTube, the Tubesy, and all the other platforms. Okay, I will be back tomorrow. I'll try to come on earlier. I'm just getting stuff together because, like I said, I don't got enough time in the day to take care of myself. I don't know how y'all do it with a partner. I don't know how y'all do it when you got to look over and somebody's always in your space. Yeah, maybe I'm spoiled to the point where I've been solo and dolo for so long that that's just what I know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm not knocking a relationship, but sometimes you gotta be with yourself to learn yourself. What's your purpose in life? What makes you happy? And learn how to love yourself. And then when you do go back and you meet that fabulous person, because I'm not ruling out, I might meet a guy, he might tumble me over my heads, over my feet. He might be, the man that I need, that got everything that I wanted in life. I'm not ruling it out, but I'm saying for now, I could say I spent a part of my life learning who Knockout wants to be, wants to become, and working on me and my dreams and my goal, and not having to worry about another person. Just for a little bit. When you're in a relationship, you have to take hours for me time. Yeah, you got to take hours for me time. It's always me time. If it's not me time, they're like, where are you at? You with another man, aren't you? You with another woman. It's always me time. Because non-me time it could be suspect. Relationships is a lot of work. Relationships is a lot of work. Partnerships and marriage is a business. Marriage is a business. You spend all that money on a wedding. Everybody comes eat up your food, eat up your cake, drink up all your liquorification, and then they go about their business and lost their own life. And you got to deal with that man or that woman as a partnership and a business. Jay-Z and Beyonce, a business. Ashanti and Nelly is a business. It's a business relationship. Because if you're a man and you can't take care of a woman, you shouldn't be married. If you're a woman and you can't take care of your house, then you shouldn't be married. And I'm not saying I can't do neither one of them, but I prefer being single like a Pringle. Now, one day we might have guests up and we'll discuss this. Would y'all like to? I'll bring guests up on you to the Tubesy, and we could talk about relationship, being single versus being in a relationship and living your life. And I also want to do another panel. It's a couple of panels I want to do. I want to get into having panels every once in a while, right? There's a couple of panels I want to do too. I want to find women who's been celibate for like 5 years, even 2 years. Like, I want all intervals. I want 1 year. I want if you've been starting 2 weeks, if you've been starting 5 years. You don't want to know how long I went. Okay? We might have to do a TV show. Unvirgin Missknockout. Well, I'm not a virgin, but I just haven't done anything in a long time. But I don't miss it. I don't miss it. I go to the doctor. I don't have to worry about them saying, oh, you got the whoop, 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 whoop. Right? Let's do a dating series. Right, Khalil? Hey, Khalil. Khalil always coming in when we talk about something crazy. She'd be like, what did I walk in on? All right? So everybody's just joining us. We talked about Lil Tjay Offset updates. We did watch an interview of Lil Tjay, who wasted no time coming out doing an interview with Akademiks and also telling us that his album is coming out conveniently. And we're saying, oh my, why isn't there an incident and then they conveniently announce that they got an album coming out? Is it a coinky dink? But then you say to yourself, wow, but that's taking it to extreme because somebody got pum. Well, sometimes that in the industry, people are so desperate they do take it to the extreme. Look at the Bigo app. Look at Bigo. They out there street fighting every day for beans and coins and attention and all of that. That's how they get paid to fight on there. I watch it on the Rumble, the Bigo. Oh, Bigo is like a reality show. They be taking away the kids. They be calling people, getting them fired for their job. They be getting them put out of a hotel. They be meeting up. Boop, pop, boop, pop, boop. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so everybody will be back tomorrow. You can watch the playback on the U to the Tubesy, the Twitchy, the XE. We're on Twitchification now. All right. I can't do LinkedIn this week because I'm changing the time. I put 2:30. I don't like 2:30. Sometimes, you listen to ChatGPT, but sometimes you got to use your own brain. My gut feeling is telling me to stay in the morning with it. ChatGPT told me to change to 2:00, and I wasn't feeling it yesterday. The views were kind of lower. I don't know. We're still feeling stuff out. But you can watch this show back on the YouTube the Tubesy, and if you did watch it back and you're towards the end, hit that like and notification bell and make sure you subscribe and share it to all your friends and them. And Missknockout will be back on here early tomorrow. All right, so everybody come and join me. Hey, y'all, now one thing before I go, right? Okay, we're gonna leave from the Y to the Tubesy first. All right, let's leave from the Y. All right, Y to the Tubesy. I will see y'all tomorrow, same time. We'll be back on in the morning. Forget that 2:00. 2:00, I don't know, but let me know in the comments what you prefer. All right,
It's the Missknockout show on the airwaves. So like, if I, share if I, blessify the flow. It's the Missknockout show. Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beats to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat go shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessify, let the energy fly. Hit that happify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Missknockout show. Missknockout show. Hot topics, beats and the glow. You rockin' with Missknockout. Let's go. Let's fight.